Hi, welcome to Weekend Box Office Predictions and Movie Review. Today is April Fool's Day, 2016. Hope you got a chance to get a joke in. My name is Craig, and I am your host. Hey, for episode 31 today, I'm going to review two new movies and give you predictions on those, as well as some holdovers. First new movie coming out this weekend is called God's Not Dead 2, which is a sequel to God's Not Dead. And this stars Melissa Joan Hart, Jesse Metcalfe, Ray Wise, Robin Givens, Ernie Hudson, a few other people in there as well that you might know or have seen in other movies. Basically what this movie is about is a high school teacher is asked during class a question about Jesus. And she gives an honest answer and also quotes scripture with it. Well, guess what? That gets her in trouble. There's two sides to it. Did she just give a direct answer, or was she actually preaching? So her job's on the line. You know, it's going to court and all those good things. So that's what this movie's about in a nutshell. Originally, the first one made just under $10 million when it debuted. This movie, I think, will actually perform a little bit better than that. The reviews on it, though, are not very good. Initially, they're only giving it a rating of around 3 out of 10. I saw, I think, 1 out of 5 even. So the ratings are not good. The reviews are not pretty good on this. I still see this movie doing okay this weekend, though. I'm going to give it a prediction in the 2,300 theaters of $12.4 million for this coming weekend. Next is the movie Meet the Blacks, and this stars Mike Epps, Zeleny Huneo, if I'm saying her name right, which I probably am not. Mike Tyson's in it, George Lopez, a couple other people. But it's about a family that gets the opportunity to move up in life, and they get a chance to move to Beverly Hills from Chicago. And just as they arrive, what do you know? They have a thing called, it's kind of like martial law, or I don't know exactly, but they get a chance to, any crime that occurs in a 12-hour period is considered legal. So anything's possible. And this family is just moving into a nice home. They got a lot of money in the safe and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of quirkiness happens. It's a comedy, but at the same time, there's some, to me, I thought was a little bit creepy parts in it as well. So as you can expect, reviews are very poor on this movie. Still seeing a lot about with God's Not Dead 2, a lot of 3 out of 10s, 2 out of 10s. I did see a 6 out of 10 as well, which was the only oddball, but most of them were pretty low. It's only playing for 90 minutes, and it's in just about 1,000 theaters. This movie is going to do really bad this weekend. I see it coming in at $2.45 million for this coming weekend. So, holdover movies. Big movie from last weekend was Batman vs. Superman. I hate doing predictions the second weekend on these movies because you just never know what they're going to do. Because typically they do have roughly a 60% drop. I'm going just a notch higher than that. I'm going to put this movie in at $61 million for this coming weekend. Should still hold number one, though. It's doing very well. It's already crossed the $500 million mark worldwide, so it's going to add to its total very quickly here again for this coming weekend. Next is the movie Zootopia. This movie's made already over $700 million worldwide, $250 million gross for the U.S. alone, so it's doing great. It's going to have another good, solid weekend. I'm only giving it about a 25-30% drop. I'm going to put it at $18 million for this coming weekend. Next is My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. Had an okay weekend last weekend. It's playing okay overall. Put this movie in at just under $10 million at $9.8 million is my prediction. Miracles from Heaven. It's going to probably see its business cut in half. I'm going to put it at $5.8 million for this coming weekend. The movie Allegiant is next. Still struggling in the U.S. It's starting to see a little bit of leg in the overseas. It's right at $120 million overall. It's still going to be hard to see what this movie is going to do as a total. And they still have one more to go, which is really going to hurt them potentially. But I'm going to see it come in at $4.5 million for this weekend. Next is Deadpool. The movie is just inching up and up, close to that billion mark. It's at over $750 million now worldwide. I'm going to put it at $3.6 million for this coming weekend. Next is 10 Cloverfield Lane. This movie's up in the upper 50s now overall. I'm going to put it at $3.3 million for this coming weekend. I'm real excited to see where this movie will finish, and I do predict that there will be another Cloverfield movie in the works here in the near future as well. Last rounding out is London Has Fallen. I'm going to put it at $1.8 million for this coming weekend. Hey, that's it for today's show. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back on Monday with the actual numbers, so be looking for that. Please like, share, and subscribe if you don't already. and I appreciate you tuning in. Giving you predictions better than the weatherman. Take care.